All right, good morning, happy holidays, good afternoon, Power Hitters, Power Warriors. So great to see you all. Today is Tuesday, December 28th. Hope you all had a very Merry Christmas with your family and friends. So today we have a great meeting lined up, some quick updates, some announcements, trainings, some future dates to keep in mind, and get back out there and close out the year strong and get ready for New Year's. So this part, we normally just share some success stories, some gratitude. You know, as one of our great leaders, JC Rangel, says, success leaves clues. Who's doing things well, what traits, what habits, what activities, you know, what's their background. And part of the reason for sharing success stories is to learn and get motivated and hear from other people. Maybe we can take away some nuggets. So I want to give a shout out to actually a good friend of mine, Jeff Hugh, who's on here. He lives in Chino Hills, Southern California. But Jeff, you've had a lot of recent success. We used to work together at Verizon Wireless cell phone sales. And I'd love to hear how long you've been with Powur, what you've been up to, a couple deals, how you maybe went about them, and social media, and then those two massive deals you just closed. So tell us a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if you guys don't know, my name is Jeff. Like Jonathan mentioned, we've been friends for about 7, 8 years now. And I recently joined Powur, I guess beginning of October, so just a couple months ago, 3 months or so. I just I just went all in on it. I fully believe in the platform. I picked Jonathan's brain, and he filled me in on all the information on how to succeed. And um, I really um, I really utilize social media, to be honest, to kind of get my business going. I didn't really start door knocking or anything like that yet, but I just used social media. And what really helped me was I actually got solar installed at my own house. And after my install, I just posted videos and pictures of my own solar system. And people that follow me on Instagram, friends and family, they kind of saw that and just started asking questions about solar. So I've closed about 6 contracts since October. And I have two really big ones right now. I'm partnering up with Jonathan on. It's a total of about 60 kilowatts between the two houses. They're pretty much two mansions, I guess you would call it. But it's um, it's really eye opening. It's a huge project. I guess I set a record or something. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the record is, but I'm excited to
And you said
get it closed.
60 kilowatts, 60.
60 combined between the two houses.
Yeah.
One of them is like 35, the other one's like 25-ish kilowatts. Huge project, a lot of roof work, things like that. But site survey is set up for I'm sorry, January 10th, so I'm pretty excited for that. And yeah, I'm just excited to be part of this team, and just thank you, Jonathan, for inviting me to join.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. You're kicking butt there. And I think you have a mentor test out hopefully in the next week or so.
Yeah, tomorrow actually.
Oh, wow. And what language do you speak?
I speak a little English and some Mandarin Chinese.
Okay. A little English, yeah.
Just a little bit, yeah.
So Mandarin Chinese, that's an untapped market, everyone. Like, that's a huge, massive market. And if you know someone that speaks that language, and Jeff can mentor in that language, I mean, that's going to be big, big business. So, Jeff, how did you get that $10 million house and that $5 million house? How did you get those two leads?
It was actually a family friend. So the lady that owns these two houses is actually really good friends with my mom. So once I told my mom that I'm doing this now, she kind of is kind of like my ambassador in a certain way. But she just been reaching out to all her friends and family, just letting them know, like, hey, my son is doing solar now. And it just so happened that this family friend has been looking for solar for some time, but she just never really went and searched for it. So it's kind of like a warm handoff from
And
my
what
mom.
is and what does your mom do?
Oh, my mom's a loan officer. She's in real estate. She does loans. Yeah.
Boom. And you
So
have your real estate license, and I think you just joined EXP.
correct. Yeah, I have my license. Just recently joined EXP. I actually joined EXP right when I joined Powur, so at the same exact time. So
Cool.
pretty new to both.
Kick ass, Jeff. congrats to you, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, can't wait to have you as a mentor and see what else you're capable of. So appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, little Jeff interview there, but anyone else have a quick success story, a install, a lead, an ambassador, someone joining the platform? Anyone at all, feel free to jump off mute and share a success story.
I could share a quick one.
Yes.
So there's a new audio app called Breakout. And so it's kind of like Clubhouse, but it's new. So you're able to tap into a lot of and get to know a lot of influencers in that audio app. Anyway, so I had a guy reach out to me from Miami. He's an EXP realtor and he just joined my team. So I'm really excited about that. And also just joining these audio apps and participating in this community. So I'm really excited about that. So with him having the EXP platform, it was like a no-brainer as far as explaining, you know, the possibilities with Powur. So I'm super excited about that.
Awesome, Isala. Nice work. Are you a mentor yet?
Not yet.
All right, hurry it up.
I know.
Yeah, the magic really happens when you build a team, you get passive, and especially if you're a mentor and you close their first deal, you're closing your own deals. That's where it really starts to get exciting. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. Another success story? Anyone out there?
JB, yeah, I want to share something. Can you guys hear me?
Please. Yeah, is it Lewis?
No, it's David. It's David. Good morning, everyone.
David.
So, yeah, I just want to shout out Crystalline, who is a new mentor on the team. She became a mentor as of last week. So she's had a lot of success this last 45 days. I believe she's done around like 6 deals. So I just wanted to give her a shout out. Congrats, Crystalline.
Awesome, David. Yeah, thanks for sharing. Crystalline, I'm not sure if you can jump off mute. I'd love to know where you're located, unless David knows.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much, David. Thanks, Jonathan. I'm from Norwalk, Southern California. Success has just been really, I joined back in June of 2021, and I really just put a focus back in November when we had that Black Friday deal. So I reached out to a lot of family members and friends, and they jumped on board with that. And I've just been getting a lot of referrals after that. So and then got to mentor right after those deals. So it's been very exciting. Looking forward to building a team.
Awesome, Kristen. Congrats. Question: what would you say to get some of those referrals? Do you really enforce the ambassador program before or after they sign up? Do you plant this referral seeds during your proposal? What are a few things you do to get those?
So on my proposal, I have it on every slide deck, the $1,000 referral fee. So by the end of when they do sign, they have that in mind. And then at the end of closing, I usually have them give like 1 or 3 people a call if they can. And from there, that's where I usually get my referral and lock in either, a consult or a phone call follow-up.
I love it. Yeah, awesome work, Kristen.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people plant the seed, have it on every slide, bring it up. You're already assuming the close. So then what are you really there for? To get the referrals. And some people even slide them a paper that's like, okay, most homeowners give me 10 people at this time, but do you know 2 or 3 that we can reach out to right now?
Definitely.
All great techniques. Well, thank you so much. Congrats to your success. Okay. Well, let's keep it moving, guys. I'll go through a few quick updates. And we had a contest last night. We had some awards. So we did have a holiday party at Dave & Buster's. Isela has the best face here out of the whole group. And we had a bunch of fun. We have lots more in-person events coming up, and it's so great to hang out with all of you guys. So last night they had a Powur Hour. Hopefully the recording will come out in a few days. Big shout out to a lot of people that won on here. Marisa was one of the winners. Probably got your money or your swag coming your way. I think I took 10th place or something, but big shout out to Larry McKinney here. He took 3rd place overall in the contest. got a year of BNI membership and a swag coming in the mail. And then I know Stephen Gregg might be on here today. He took first place. And man, Stephen, are you able to chat for a minute? I know you're driving, so I want you to stay safe.
Yeah, I'm driving, but I could talk.
Yeah, I mean, we heard some of what you had to say last night, and I loved what you had to say towards the end, the win across the board. But any little secrets or nuggets that motivated you and got you to where you are in first place?
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been out of the marketplace for so long. I've been not in the business world for about a year since I moved out to Florida. And then, you know, I've been working from home for the last 10 years. So it was interesting to get back into the market and start getting back to networking and talking to people and just talking about direct sales. And so I just figured, you know what, if you want more energy, you got to burn energy. So I decided I'm just going to go ahead and put my head down and focus and do exactly what JC said, which is recruit and build a team first. And then I'll start learning how to sell solar later, which is what I'm doing now. So I didn't even know there was a contest. I just started focusing on building the team.
Right.
And I got.
Oh, I think we might have lost him. But yeah, he was just saying he didn't even know there was a contest until JC. I think I texted JC. I was like, "Who's this guy, Steven?" And then JC told Steven, like, "Hey, you're at the top of the leaderboard in this contest." So man, very excited to see what Steven's going to accomplish here and the team he's going to build. You know, something that came across my mind last night, I told a friend of mine, I said, what if for 3 years you work 55 hours a week, head down, just every day, put your events on the calendar, 55 hours for 3 years. And at that time, you could have $200,000 passively with very little work. Would it be worth those 3 years? And everyone here would say yes, right? Can you imagine like 200 passive a year if you just kicked butt for 3 years, 55 hours and dedicated your life, you know, would it be worth it? But anyway, Steven,
Sorry about that. I lost my signal there. I apologize.
No worries. I was just saying how you didn't even know there's a contest and JC told you when I texted him and you were at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, that's when I kind of find out about it. So from that point, I just said, you know what? Instead of me trying to go sell solar right now, I need to just learn. I just need to focus and win this contest. And then I'll be starting to generate leads as I do that. So that's kind of the mindset I had. I just wanted to go ahead and try to do my best to try to win it. And if that's the case, then that'll give me some momentum to go into the new year.
Awesome. Any engagement strategy with all those people you brought on? Are you going to have a call with them, check in with them, give them the tools, or set them up with mentors? Any engagement techniques?
Yeah, what I did is I created a training academy that actually every time I do a train, I set up a Monday morning training before JC's training. So every Monday I do a training for the team. I have an email system. I have a CRM that's communicated with them 2 or 3 times a week. I call them at least once a week personally to try to, you know, get them on the trainings, get them on the calls and stuff. And then I get them to your trainings, and then I do an orientation with every new person. And then I have a training academy that I created so that they can go in and listen to my videos, your videos, JC's videos, all in one location. So they don't have to go to YouTube and try to figure them out. They can just go to one location and do that. So I put together a pretty decent training system for them at this point so far.
Very cool, Steven. Yeah, that sounds amazing, actually. So, well, congrats again on the recognition piece. I know you appreciated that at this company and culture and family. So really big congrats to you, my friend.
Well, thank you. And I really definitely look forward to working with you. And thank you for all you've done, because you've led the way all this time. And without you, there'd be no JC. And without JC, there'd be no me.
There you go. Yeah, let's connect soon and look forward to working with you, definitely.
Definitely.
All right, a few more updates here. Some of these are a little repetitive, but just as a reminder, Jim Bunch did a training on goal setting and business plan. 10 different takeaways when you're setting goals and looking at your goals for next year. So I would highly encourage you, write down your goals that you accomplished for 2021, what you want to accomplish in 2022. Use the video, use the spreadsheet, and put those down on paper. I think it'll really help them come to fruition and materialize for you as we go into this new year. Okay. The 12 months holiday bonus was extended until the end of the year. So a few more days left. Anyone that signs up can get a 12-month stimulus rebate check. It is an adder. It gets added into the project cost. So make sure to utilize that if you need to help drive some sales. All right, some future trainings. As I mentioned 2 weeks ago, we had that training with Jim Bunch. So check out the recording. This Thursday, if you're newer here, you have new people, drive them to the Thursday new consultant training on powercalendar.com. There's 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. Pacific. That's the new consultant onboarding training. In a few days here, Happy New Year 2022. Let me fix that. And January 4th, we'll kick off the year with REC, the most amazing, best solar panel we have. So make sure you're here next week on Tuesday to hear from REC. Then January 8th, in person. I know Isela, thank you for helping set this up. There's the Eventbrite and the Facebook page. So January 8th will be in person. We have an office, a team office in Downey, Los Angeles. We'll be there from probably like 10 to 1 doing a training in person, and that should be on Zoom as well. So these are great if you can attend those. JC and myself and some other leaders, probably David here and Lewis, some of the top income earners will be training the team January 8th. January 11th, the following Tuesday, Jordan Shaw will be teaching on second systems, how to add second solar panel systems to an existing solar system. So very important as we move along here, and especially in California where everyone already has solar and needs more solar. January 14th and 15th, National Virtual Convention. Please, please, please do not hesitate on registering for this very important Friday and Saturday event. Take 2 days out of your life, 9 to 5. It's going to be some of the best training, engagement, motivation, learning. I mean, all around amazing national convention. And then January 25th, Tuesday, we'll have Enphase. They'll be covering the IQ8s, and expect on convention stage, January 14th, and expect Enphase to teach us and let us know about IQ8s. A lot of us are already getting asked in the field about IQ8s. So make sure to attend convention and the training January 25th to learn more about the IQ8s. And then February 1st, we already have training scheduled out till February 1st with Sonova. Leases, PPAs, batteries, limits, all of that good information. We have a Freedom Tour coming up February through April. Powur will have a ton of marketing around this and website to tell us about all the in-person events throughout the country, starting with Florida to Carolinas to New Jersey to Texas, Arizona, Nevada, California. There will be a massive push for in-person business Power Hours in person February through April. So stay tuned for that. You can drive your teams and invite and build and attend into these events. And if you guys have any other ideas for training, you want to see someone on here, other mentors, you want to get in front of the team and train, it is all welcome. We'd love to hear from you or get some more ideas for these trainings. Okay, so I want to walk you through just a few real big, broad ideas, a little teaser here, the direction of where Powur is headed. One of the things that we'll hear more at on convention stage is the virtual site surveys. This idea that we can go to a home and take a bunch of pictures and submit it the same day get designs within 72 hours and get an M1 payout within 72 hours and get it submitted to permit. Virtual site survey does not work with all homes or homes that have older roofs that need to be inspected, but some of them will qualify. Imagine a day where you're selling a job and you could literally pick a site surveyor. You know, maybe Chris wants to go get paid $100 to go to a site survey because it's within 60 miles of him, like an Uber, right? So this idea of a virtual site survey, taking pictures on an app, or even assigning a local surveyor from our community, our platform, to expedite that task and get it moving a lot faster to design. There is something coming mid to late next year called Powur Enterprise. It'll give us the ability to bring in an existing organization or company, right? If you think of an existing solar company out there like Sunder or Apricot or Better Earth or whoever, these micro smaller companies, at this time they may not have all the tools and splits and shares and power that a company would want if they come into Powur. So Powur Enterprise is going to be another membership level where a company can come in. More to come. This is like super alpha phase. It's not even beta phase. It's not even trial phase. It's like super alpha phase right now. So it's going to be very exciting though. Mid to next year, you'll be able to actually go after an entire organization or company and give them a higher tier, a higher membership level Powur Enterprise. So more to come on that. And after talking with Ethan and Kevin Smoker, a few takeaways I just want to share. Powur will be taking over designs from our installers. Some of you may not know what that really means, but right now all of our installers have to do their own designs or send out for designs or use a third-party design company. The CAD design plan sets, sometimes a structural calculation. So Powur is taking that task on all installers. Probably by the end of Q1, we will be doing our own designs. So eventually some site surveys will be taken over with the virtual site survey. And then in like half the AHJs and cities, we'll be able to submit permits online. Powur will. So what I'm trying to get at is, imagine we're doing some of our own surveys, we do our own design, we submit the permit online, and then we literally hand deliver to the best contractor in that city. Hey, Burke Electric, Next Gen Sater, whoever, here's a permit and a design. It's all done for you. Just go build it, put it on the roof. We'll take care of everything else. So we're going to get to this point, guys, of where it's like faster operations, more streamlined. We have more control and we just find the best contractor to do the work. It's pretty exciting. And we'll be able to add on more items that we can sell, right? Maybe HVAC or generators or electric vehicles, who knows? But this is the direction and the vision that Powur's headed. When you really take a step back and think about the platform and how they're going to scale, this is the way. It's very low overhead, and I'm really excited about these steps to get here. Part of that involves improving project management, the compensation to the project managers, making it more attractive, improving what's called SLAs or service level agreements. It's really a timeline, right? If a week or two passes and we don't have designs yet, should raise a red flag, a PM should leave a note, it's past its due date, it should be red alert. So improving SLAs and timelines, and better bonuses for the project managers when they complete projects on time within a certain window. And then lastly here, improving relationships with the installers, making the relationship more sticky. Imagine installer reaches a premium installer level. They are kicking butt, they're doing things on time, they're doing what they promise. Maybe for that installer, we offer a few stock options or a line of credit, or we help them lease a vehicle, or we take them to dinner. You know, making the relationship more sticky, I think, and I'm sure you all can agree, is more important than anything else here. At the end of the day, for the time being, the installer is the most important piece as we take on more control and more ownership of the project. And just so you all know, we did have the first ever a few weeks ago, an installer appreciation call. Over 115 installers were on this call. And Jonathan Budd spoke. And Ethan Miller, the previous VP of SunPower, spoke. And they gave out recognition. Installers were taking screenshots of their name to post in their warehouses. The feedback was really, really good. At other companies, like maybe Complete Solar or Palmetto, they don't give a crap about the installers. They just treat them, you know, as a widget. Here's a job, go do it, done. They don't get to see the CEO. They don't get to see the COO and have recognition. So, you know, that piece alone to me speaks volumes to the company and the culture and the relationship with the installers. So when you look at all the things combined, when we have Ethan Miller coming on board as our COO, and he's bringing on a VP of engineering and design. This guy used to work at SunPower and Sunrun. We have Paul Winowski, the previous COO of Sunrun, helped take them public. And we want to go public in 1 to 2 years here at Powur. So very exciting, the future and the direction and the vision of where Powur's headed. So I just kind of wanted to share some of those thoughts and future visions there. And if you wanted more information on these things and more, you know, at Powur Convention, we are really going to hear a lot of these announcements and these visions. We just got word that Paul Winowski is going to be coming onto the Evolution, the convention, on stage to share his thoughts. And he was the prior president and COO of Sunrun. So 14th and 15th of January, please make sure to try to attend that. Okay, just as a reminder, mostly for sold jobs here, order of operations, leave a ticket, allow your project manager 24 to 48 hours to respond to your question. Don't inundate them, don't blow them up. If it's within a few business days, let them do their job. You know, they're getting hundreds and hundreds of emails from people every day and texts. So let's try to be mindful of their time and give them the proper timelines to take care of their own business. And then if you still have issues, text or call the project manager, email the project manager, CC the ops manager to get more visibility on it. If you still have issues, text or call the operations manager. If you still have issues, you can use the chat or the phone line. And those same resources are also customer facing, the chat.powur.com, the phone line, or customer care at powur.com. If your clients need assistance, please save that information to be able to copy and paste to them very easily. I'll put that in the chat too. And just as a reminder, there's a Powur Explained in 15 minutes. If you're trying to recruit, attract anyone at all, share this great video, make your own, record your own. If you like this slide deck that I have in here, I'll send it to you. But this is a great quick video. Send it to a realtor, send it to a lender, a solar consultant, a sales professional, direct sales professional, and just get them interested and then schedule a call on your calendar. I recommend youcanbookme.com or calendly.com. I think everyone should have their own calendar so people can schedule appointments with you. All right, we got just 1 or 2 more things here, and then we'll open it up to Q&A. If you haven't read the weekly newsletter every Monday, check your promotions tab if you use Gmail. But this is a great letter. A lot of updates in here. One of the things I just wanted to highlight, Jonathan Budd's mother passed away in under a year. from cancer. And it was very near and dear, to so many people at Powur. And so they came up with the Andrea Budd Legacy Award. There's a video I'd like to show. It's just 3-4 minutes. And you can nominate different people in Powur that you feel like might deserve this award, and they'll be announced at the convention stage. But I think this, I'm sure some of you have seen this, but let's just take 3-4 minutes. If you haven't seen it, this just really speaks to the company's culture and family and kind of what they're all about. So we'll check this out and then keep it going.
We call her the mother of Powur because she really was the mother of Powur, literally and figuratively.
How involved was Andrea with Powur? She nearly ran the company. Between her and Jonathan, there's times where I think he was working for her.
She was the hub, she was operations, she was the financing.
Legal, paperwork, contracts, early hiring. And
whatever needed to be done, she made sure it happened.
My mom was more committed to Powur than I had ever seen anybody be committed to anything in their entire life.
Back in the early days, there was 10 of us. So of course, everybody worked together all day, every day.
I firmly know in my heart that there is no Powur if there was no Andrea. We couldn't have got through the early stages if she wasn't wearing 1,000 hats, if she wasn't mothering, all of us.
It was absolutely mother-like to me, even though we're pretty much the same age.
I think I asked her if I could call her like mom.
Her drive, her dedication, devotion to her family, friends, the business.
When somebody says, what were Andrea's values? To me, you just have to look at how she lived. She valued people. She valued relationships. She valued this vision.
It's still what we stand for today, that every single person really counts. They mean something.
She was always available for others.
Just kind, caring, a beautiful person. And I feel blessed to have known her and worked with her.
I think everybody feels that there's something really special and different about the type of people that are drawn to Powur, that are the leaders in Powur. There's a type of, I think, kindness and compassion and listening and depth that it's her too. Like, that's her spirit.
She truly gave the last years of her life 100% really to Powur.
My mother's biggest wish over the last decade was to get to Paris. And, life got caught up with her. She became the COO of a startup solar company. So a lot happened and she wasn't able to get to Paris. But it was, up until her last days, one of the things that she talked about.
She always thought she had more time, and she didn't. So the fact that we get to send someone to Paris who is embodying and living Andrea's values, who's really representing who she was to this community and the impact that she had, and that her legacy gets to live on in all these ways.
Mentoring others and helping others and showing up and going the extra mile and, leading with love. Like, those are the qualities that should be really honored in a company and in leadership, not just how much money a person makes or how many sales a person makes, because that's a good sign, that's a good marker of success, but that's not the only one. And the Andrea Award is looking at other character qualities that are truly a sign of success, that you help others, that you support the mission, that you are a good leader, and that you really lead with love.
I know she's looking down. I just hope she's proud.
And if she's watching, we love you.
It was a miracle the way she loved.
If we don't make our dreams happen now, if we don't live our dreams right now, tomorrow's not guaranteed. And my mother is the proof of that. And so it's an honor. It should be an honor for who receives it, and it's an honor to give it in the honoring of Andrea Budd, this reward. And for people to go out there and live their life and take that trip to Paris and have that magical time. Yeah.
Pretty heavy stuff there. A lot of heart and feelings in this company for sure. Marcus, I know you asked for the video. The website there, blog.powur.com/Andrea-Reward is the website. You could find the video. And just to show you guys, yeah, she's the chief operating angel. For those of you that don't know, apparently you can nominate either a consultant or an employee to get this award and trip. And just check out the website for more information. And you can jump to the form. They'll be taking nominations until January 6th. And then the Council of Powur will come up with 10 nominees. We'll be voting January 10th till January 13th. And then the winners will be announced on stage. And Larry or Marcus, if you met Andrea,
I'd like to say something.
please, yeah, please.
Yeah, I got to know her pretty well. Jody and I did, and something, you know, she was 59 when she passed, and my mom was 59 when she passed, and they both had cancer. It was very, very parallel to what had happened to me when I was younger. And Jonathan was actually down in Mexico on a retreat, and he's gone off the grid for like a week doing this leadership, and he's just coming back off this amazing high, and just, he's got this company, and the first thing he wants to do is talk to his mom. And the first message he got on his cell phone was that she had been diagnosed with cancer. And one of the first things she did after that was to actually, I think it was to call Beth Robinson and teach her on how to pay. She was more concerned about how to pay people in Powur for doing their jobs than anything else. And she literally was around for another 2 or 3 weeks after that diagnosis, and she passed away. It was really sad, and really an eye opener of, you know, make your dreams happen, do it now, don't put things off. And that's in that whole Paris thing is something that she really wanted to do. And she just always put everyone else's priorities in it, and, you know, live in the moment.
Yep. Definitely something to be mindful of, a good reminder for us all. Thanks for sharing, Larry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
What an honor to be able to know her and work with her. Part of the reason why we're all here. So got to be super thankful for that. Again, that was emailed out to you, or check out the website there above for more information. And just as a reminder before Q&A here, net metering 3.0 in California is coming. I'm hoping that the current bill or proposal will be scratched or revised or rewritten. Make sure you and all of your clients and friends, please sign that petition that I just put in the chat. And a lot of us are going to get together and do this rally. Oops. So you can go to San Francisco or Los Angeles, January 13th, and really help protect the industry here in California, the solar industry, the jobs, the climate change, everything that it's accomplishing. The current proposal for net metering, which was the incentive when the utility buys energy during the day and sends it back to you, the monthly fees they're proposing are very aggressively to go up, and the buyback credits are being reduced drastically. And they're even proposing changing the grandfather clause, the retroactive grandfather clause that everyone on current net metering gets 1.0 and 2.0 from 20 years to 15 years. So very insane, very aggressive items. I hope that the new bill that's going to be proposed will land somewhere in the middle. I don't think it's going to be that drastic, but there should be a final ruling by January 28th, and it could go into effect by May 28th. So whoever's solar system is not installed and approved by the utility by May 28th could get a less advantageous net metering program with higher monthly fees and lower buyback credits. So I'm urging you and all of you, sign the petition, try to go to a rally, get people behind it. This would be a horrible precedent for the rest of the country if it passed as is. I think it's going to be slightly revised, but regardless, net metering 3.0 likely will take into effect May 28th. So anyone in California, installed and approved by May 28th, guys. Every customer, every friend, every homeowner in California, you should be mentioning this. It's on the news. It's a pretty big deal. And I'm using it as leverage tool every presentation that I give. So with that, I really appreciate you listening to me blab, blab, blab for the whole time. But we'll open it up to Q&As. I'll go ahead and
I have a
stop
question.
recording.
This is Steven. I have a question.
Yeah, please, Steven.
Yeah, so it might seem like a really dumb question to a lot of people because I'm so new to solar, but and I looked it up because I heard you mention net metering the other day, and I looked it up to try to understand the meaning of it and how it affects us positively or negatively. I don't really get it. So can you explain in dummy format 2.0 what net metering is and how it affects us negatively?
Sure. Yeah, thanks for the question. I'll give a quick answer, and then I think we may have a video, Paul Leon on my YouTube that has a little bit more info, and it gets pretty advanced. So net metering is the incentive where when the solar system produces energy, the home gets to use it first, and anything excess goes back into the grid as a credit, and the utility pays you for that extra energy. And they pay you at a certain rate. So right now, like every state is different, but like in California, I'll just vaguely say it's about 1-to-1, or it's about 28 cents a kilowatt hour that they pay you. So this truly makes solar make sense. That extra energy has to go somewhere, and we have to get some credits for it. At night when the sun sets, we have to take energy back from the grid. That is how all solar systems work. And if you don't mind, Steve, I'm just going to mute you for a little background noise. And then let me just show you a slide. And I do go over this with every homeowner. Energy gets produced, comes down to a combiner box, home uses it first, then it goes back into the grid as a credit. Meter spins backwards, we get paid for that. At night, we have to take energy back. Even with one battery or two batteries, this still has to happen. We still need to get credits. And right now, if you go solar in California, again, every state is different, so work with your local mentor expert in your area. But right now in California, we have net metering 2.0, good buyback credits, and not that big of monthly minimum connection fees or non-bypassable fees. After May 28th, if a solar system's not installed and approved by the utility, the buyback credits being proposed are a lot less. You would need a lot more solar to have the same effect, or the return on investment or payback period would take longer under the new net metering 3.0. And then also the monthly fees being proposed are actually fees per kilowatt. A 10 kilowatt system could have a $70 to $100, just a connection fee, just to have solar every month, versus maybe $25 to $35 connection fee today in California. So that's kind of the high level explanation there. This does pertain a little more to California, but there are more videos and assets, and we probably should do another training on this pretty soon too. Did that help, Stephen?
Yeah, that helped a lot. There was a couple of things that you said. I just want to make sure I'm clear. Net metering, someone typed in that it acts like a backup battery, that so when they produce extra energy on the house, if they don't use it at nighttime, it goes back to the grid. And then during the day, whatever they produce goes back to the grid if it's extra. And then at nighttime, or when it's raining or when it's cloudy or something, then the house actually sucks it back out of the grid and then uses it as energy. And that dollar amount you said is at about 28 cents per kilowatt right now. But after May 28th, if this thing passes, that it's going to be a lot more expensive per kilowatt, which means their monthly fees for using the grid will be a lot higher, anywhere from $75 to $100 versus $12, $15, $20 what it is now. Does that sound about right?
Just the last part I would tweak a little bit. The buyback credits would be reduced, meaning you would still need to rely on the grid more, or you would have more fees from the grid. That's one thing. The second piece is there's literally just a higher monthly connection fee just to have solar. So it's worse on both fronts.
Got it.
If you look
so
at
just makes it more challenging for it to make sense because the buyback period will be longer. It takes them longer to pay it off.
Bingo. Yeah, exactly. If a cash system in California today can pay for itself in 6.5 years, when net metering 3 passes, I might be saying 8 to 9 years to pay for itself, right? Because the monthly fee's higher, the buyback's less, so it's going to take longer to pay for itself. Still better compared to the nasty utility. We'll still be okay, but it's much better to get the net metering 2.0 today locked in.
Let me ask this question, because something I'm still maybe not clear on, something's not making sense. Because if a person, let's just use 50% as a number, so they are paying $300 a month for their electricity grid, their solar is $150 a month, so they're saving 50% day one, correct?
Okay.
I'm just using that as an example. If that's the case, then regardless of the payback period, if they had to pay it for the rest of their life, they're still getting 50% less. So no matter how you slice it, it's still a win. And then at some point, solar gets paid off at some point. So no matter how you look at it, they're still winning regardless. Am I correct, or am I missing something here?
Kind of. I'll rephrase it. In California today, I can take an average $300 electric bill down to $150 with a 20-year loan. When net metering 3 passes, I might say instead of $150, Mr. Customer, now you're going to be about $230. You see what I'm saying? Like that same exact solar system today could be $150, but by then it'd be $230 because there's less buyback and a higher monthly fee, right? So the solar could still be $150, but there's going to be additional fees and money owed to the utility. So that's how I would say it: $150 today or $230 after May 28th.
Okay, and then at some point the solar gets paid off, and then they're just the $150 or whatever that solar fee, the connection fees are, correct?
Yes, the fees are higher and the monthly fee is higher. Yes, yeah.
Okay, so then at that point, it's a moot point. Then at that point, they're spending a lot less on their electricity.
Correct. It's just not as amazing as it is today, is really the takeaway.
Okay, got it. But they still win no matter what. They still never lose.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much in California.
Okay, that's what I wanted to just make sure I'm getting.
Yeah, because in other states like Florida or Texas, if you go solar today, it's more so like a wash. You trade one bill for the same bill that's locked in with benefits and control and added home value and all this. In California, we can slash people's bill like in half. It's not normally a wash here. We're super duper spoiled. So with net metering 3.0, it's just not going to be as much savings and as lucrative as it is today, but it'll still be good, to your point. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
And just to show you like a bill in here in California, some months, March through June, the homeowner could actually be below the line earning credits. In other months, they could be above the line owing. And you get to see that every month on the monthly statement here, how much you pulled from the grid and how much you gave back to the grid, which resulted in a net credit or a $19 credit for this 30-day period. So yeah, we go over all this in the homeowner presentation, in the recordings, and I try to communicate this to the homeowners. This is actually my slide deck right here.
Could I get a copy of your slide deck?
Yeah, I'll make sure to send it to you. If you can just email me a request, and I will, or just message me later, Stephen. But for anyone else, just send me an email And I'll send you my slide deck here that I use.
Okay.
Deal. Thank you for the question. I'm just going to go ahead and stop this recording. We'll still do some Q&A here for a few more minutes.